Don't push back. Oh. Don't push back. Oh. Don't push back. Oh. Don't push back.
Hi, welcome to the DevOps Interview Preparation Guide. So we are continuing the Linux interview scenario-based questions. So the next question is like a Linux server is out of disk space. So there will be a lot of different types of questions on this kind of disk space issues. So for example, whenever you are running your application, you are unable to write something, or you are unable to copy something into your mounted application. So how you can fix that issue, and how will you check like what is the issue? So what steps you will take to rectify that issue? So one of the major issues will be like to check the disk space. So how you check the disk space in the Linux, like using commands or tools like df and du to determine which directories are consuming the most space. So what exactly the action you will be taking when you see this kind of issue? So most of the time we'll try to clean up the unneeded files, and we'll try to see the old files. We'll try to archive those files, okay, and we'll try to remove whichever are not required. But still you see that the space is not enough, then you will definitely raise an incident to the Linux team to add the disk space, okay, so that they will add the disk and they will continue, like they will give you the input saying that the disk has been added. Then you can continue to add your work on your application. The next scenario is your Linux server has rebooted unexpectedly. Where would you look to find out why this happened? Most of the time your Linux boxes, whenever you are running, that will be on high availabilities. So there won't be any downtime as such when we are talking about production, like if someone has got the query in their mind. But sometimes it happens that your machine just reboots unexpectedly. But why that happened, how you gonna do, and how you gonna check, how you gonna find out? Then you need to go to your varlog messages and varlog syslog for any errors, so before the reboot time. And also you can check the command with last reboot, like which just shows your reboot history, whether your machine has got rebooted or not. You can go and check with that command. Most of the Linux interviews will have this question. So the next important question is, how would you change the ownership of a file on the Linux system? So the simple command is chown. So chown command is used to change your file ownership. And also this command, like you can use with chown user :group with the file name. So that will change the owner and group of that particular file, like whatever the file you have given. Next question is like, how would you check for open ports on a Linux server? So every day, okay, so like I would say like every day we go and run this command. Most of the times it will be very useful. Like you can go and run netstat command or ss command, and you can check what all the ports are open and what all the ports are in listening state. And also you can go with lsof-i command. It's also another option where you can install lsof in your operating systems if you have the admin access. And if you do not have, don't worry, you can go with the netstat command. You can run netstat command and you can see what all the ports are open in your Linux server. Next question is again like, process on your Linux server is running too much CPU. How would you manage this? Again, whenever someone is asking you about CPU, how you check the CPU, or how will you see that this is more CPU has been utilized, or problems with CPU, the first command that you will get in mind is top, right? So top command is the one which is used to identify high CPU utilization process. So it is like, if it is if you are a Linux administrator, definitely you can deprioritize the usage of the process. And how you can do that? You can use command like nice and renice commands, so that you can deprioritize the CPU usage of that particular process. But you cannot do it as a DevOps engineer. This is only exclusively done by the Linux admin people. But as a DevOps engineer, you can definitely go and check the top command and see why this process is being used, like why the CPU is being used high. The next scenario is like, how would you set up a basic firewall on the Linux server? So whenever you see, most of the times you can check the status. Okay, so you can go and check the status of your firewall whenever you're working the Red Hat or Debian. Okay, so most of the time when you are going for the Debian, you will see uncomplicated firewall, uncomplicated firewall, that is UFW. But when you are working with the Red Hat platforms, most of the time you will see something called firewall D or IP tables. Okay, so you can go and check the status, like whether the firewall is enabled or not, because this is the one major thing we do regularly. Okay, so like whenever something is not happening, whenever we see like someone is unable to reach our box or we are unable to reach the other servers, then we'll definitely go and check if there are any firewalls enabled on that particular server. So we'll go and check with systemctl status firewall D. If it is enabled, you can go and check what all the rules has been enabled with firewall -cmd -list -all. So someone asks you like how you set up the firewall, you can give all these examples of firewall D and UFW. You can go and check the status. If it is not there, you can start your firewall D and you can start adding your ports. But again, I am telling you, whenever as a DevOps engineer, we can go and check that. We cannot modify anything, we cannot add anything, because that's not our job, and it's very critical for the Linux administrators to add that, because it is a firewall which is blocking something or it is allowing something. Okay, so it's very critical security issue, and also this will be, and this can be done by the Linux administrator. But as a DevOps engineer, definitely we can go and check whether this is enabled or not. That's it for this session. We'll continue the Linux interview scenario based questions in the next session as well.